I'm going to be real here. I don't do YouTube videos. I barely do social media. I don't even post on Instagram or Facebook. I don't even have Twitter or X. I don't do these things. I'm not involved in any Reddits. I don't do what we do as Gen Xers. But one thing I do is write and learn. I get smart. And I would like to say that I'm wise, but any wise person knows that one who believes he knows and understands the world in which what it is, how it presents itself, really isn't wise at all, because then you realize how little you truly know about the world and like the difficulties that just come in like perceivably trying to understand the world. That's a short way of saying smart people know that they don't know anything. I mean, I have a notebook. Random papers. Notebook. Art book. Another notebook. Another notebook. Notebook with no cover. One of my original OG notebooks. I do a lot of writing. These aren't even all my notebooks. I got back there. I have more. I do a lot. Because I like to say I'm a smart cookie. Am I a smart cookie? I don't know. Do I care? Yeah. A little egotistical that way, but whatever. The truth is, I want to create YouTube videos not only to make myself giddy and to say what I gotta say, but also to illuminate untruths that people usually don't reckon upon. Maybe they do, maybe they talk about it, maybe they say that they know, but they don't really explain themselves. I feel like they don't really incorporate, people don't incorporate spirituality in actuality, like in their day-to-day lives, and something that translates across time. It almost seems like everyone who takes spirituality and is in some sort of phase, you know what I mean? Like they're phases. Tarot cards. Okay, tarot cards. Now we're doing Reiki. Don't get me wrong. I do it too. I have phases too. I'm only a human being. I only have an attention span that's small. So I get it. But there is more to what we do than just saying things, discarding it, moving on to the next thing, just so we can kind of like repeat the process of becoming, ingrained in something again. There has to be some discipline of the cyclical nature of making things reoccur and, examining, what you once believed in order to form like a new thoughts and branches of belief. That's essentially like thought evolution, spiritual evolution is reintroducing, old past thoughts and then being like, okay, now, we're just a little bit smarter, just like 1%, maybe 2%. Maybe if we said what we said or wrote it down, properly, then we get like 5%. Imagine 5%. That'd be pretty good, right? I don't know. Maybe these pieces of papers were for a reason. Maybe I wrote in them for a reason. Maybe this notebook, maybe it has something in there that is worthwhile to not just future CJ, but clarification for past CJ and elevation for present CJ. It's 3 dimensions of improvement. is better than no reconciliation at all and not improving at all. That's essentially me wrapped up in, what is it, 5 minutes? 5 minutes on the clock. So, I mean, I can't really say anything more than that. I'm flabbergasted. I'm out of words. Allow me a minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm good. I'm starting this channel. The word makes me cringe. Just because it's said so many times. I mean, I'm channeling energy, so perhaps it is a channel, but I'm sharing my time with you. Being authentically me. Transparency, like transparency as well, it's here. I'm not gonna spill out everything to you. I'm not gonna be like, here's my life story, blah, blah, blah. Even though, here's my life story, blah, 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 blah. I'll probably say it. What? The truth be told, I'm here to share wisdom, to be me, and to just put my voice out there. Because I've gone all over the world and seen so many things. Okay, I haven't been all over the world, I've been all over Northern America. Just want to put that out there. But the only thing you can do in this life is to put yourself out there and then come back to yourself. Put yourself out there, then come back to yourself. The ultimatum of existence is we go on each and every day until we die, and you choose what you do with your days. And if you have something to give and you have the ability to put out, it's much better to put out than to preserve and hold in. It's almost destructive to hold on to all of your cards and not have the chance to show them. The greatest analogy that many people come up with is money. It's why would you save $2 million? Just throw your $2 million into the trash. Maybe it will go somewhere. It'll go to the even greedier banks, after you die, if you don't have a will or anything. But you can't take that money with you. You can't take your energy with you that you didn't spend in a day. You can't take the work that you didn't do with you. You won't even get to relish in it. It won't even be realized. It'll just be a silly little thought in the back of your head that you're 50 years old, not having done that, which you wish you would have done. Until you done did wrong, More papers. More notebooks. All in the notebooks. Oh, here. I got one open right here. Let me share. I didn't even plan on making a video. I just planned on testing out the setup. This is all new. It's gonna be my first video. But here. The level that we see the world is vast. Not everyone is going to see what I see. The same can be said for I to them. The world that we live in exists with a level of reality that there is an underlying game all of society is playing. Back in the 60s, it was a thing, and even now in the 2020s, it's still the same truth of mass games that are still ongoing. It seems no matter what we do or how we want to stop games and oppression, it'll always exist. This is not to say that people are hopeless, but that life's intricacies will always exist within the mass following of social, economic games. And in reality, these games only exist at one level of consciousness. the realization of an integrated self is one that integrates all levels of consciousness within as many perceivable levels of reality that you can perceive, I guess, if that resonates. Analogy would be I don't know what a good analogy would be. I could BS one for you, but I'm not going to BS one for you. You can see what you can see, and you'll see only what you know that you can see. You won't be able to see any further than what you cannot see. Partly because probably God only wants you to see what you want to see, that you have seen now, and partly because there might not be anything worthwhile beyond the horizon. The possibilities of why you see what you see are just as impossible to know as what else is there to see. And you shouldn't resent what you know, what you see, but you should realize that everyone sees differently. And perhaps the greatest understanding is the one that you hold within yourself. The thoughts that you have not thought. I mean, I wrote this down because I had the struggle of realizing that, like, not everyone will understand, my point of view unless I give a, like, explanation to why. Like, why do you expect, the pizza cashier to understand like why you see in the fifth dimension and that your attitude, that energy level of space and time just disrupted, this causal event which made you freak out, like people play at that level of reality. It's not really something to joke about because, people are, indoctrinated in their ways. People have pathology, like pathological people, like all of these crazy mental disorders do exist in the world. And though we joke about it, it does create boundaries and almost complications to life. But complications are something to work with. It's not something you have to go against or deny. And like, like these things, these talks, these lessons, which are extracted from many books that you can just see clearly, like Holy Bible, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Tibetan Book of the Dead. Like I'm just looking at my books here, but there's 8 million more books, young books, Freudian books, you can go on and on. I will go on and on, but right now, today, I've spent my energy. Yeah, I'm spent. But if you like this video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Actually, please do. Yeah. I will see you when I see you.